Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be talking you through a brand new foundation. This foundation is really quite revolutionary when you think of it. So approximately 23 years ago, give or take a few months, Makeup Forever released a foundation called Face and Body Foundation. And it has been a staple in a lot of makeup artist kits ever since. The reason that foundation itself was revolutionary is because back then it was one of the first foundations that was truly invisible in that it could give the appearance of beautiful skin without there being texture, without there being this visible foundation on the skin. And this was way before we had HD and now 4K and all the rest. So Makeup Forever have now done away with Face and Body and have come up with a brand new one based on the same principles, which is called Waterblend. Now, Waterblend is different from the original, and I'm going to kind of talk you through it. The technology now is so vastly different that this formula is, first of all, the original formula was water resistant. This formula is waterproof, so it's not going to come off. Also, it won't transfer. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. The technology in this has 3 times the amount of water, and it's a gel and water base. So when it goes on like a gel, but then as you're blending it, it turns into a water, and you just get this amazing effect to the skin, this real glow to the skin. If you have dry skin, you absolutely will not need to powder it. Otherwise, you can lightly powder any areas you want. Now, it comes in a staggering, I think it comes in at 20 shades, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to give you a demo of it now. And in case you're wondering, because there's going to be someone somewhere, this is not sponsored. So let's give it a go. So shake the foundation, and then I'm going to apply it onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to blend it with a brush. You can use a sponge. There is a sponge specifically for this. Use a brush, your fingers, whatever works for you. I'm just going to create 2 little pumps to begin with, and I'm going to give you some tips as we go on. So I'm applying this to my brush, and I'm going to apply it in a downward and across the forehead, and then I'm just going to buff it in. So I'm applying a light layer, and then I'm blending it. And what happens is it starts to go on quite liquidy, and then it starts to have this slight drag effect. You can almost feel a slight pull to it. That's when the foundation is starting to really take hold and really attach to the skin. And you can absolutely feel this process as you're doing it. Now, what makes this great is you can use this on your own. This is also one of those foundations that men can wear because it's undetectable. It's absolutely undetectable. And you can see I'm going over my beard, and it's not going to hang there or catch in the hairs, which is a wonderful thing. If you have very, very light facial hair, that kind of peach fuzz, this is not going to cling to it either. So this is one light layer, and it looks incredibly natural, and it has this glow to it which really makes it quite special. So you could just apply it like this. We're going to do another layer to really build up some coverage. Another way you can apply this is you could use this before a foundation and then apply the foundation over it. That's going to give your foundation more longevity. Or you could apply half a pump or 1 pump of this and 1 pump of, say, Ultra HD foundation. And that will greatly increase longevity of the 4K Ultra HD foundation. And that tends to be what I do when I need a bit more coverage. I'm going to mix both. That way I then get a water resistant formula by combining the pair. So I'm just going to apply 1 more pump and then a bit of concealer. So I'm really just concentrating on the areas where I know there needs to be a bit more coverage because I want this to look like skin. Going completely over the eye socket because we want there to be flawless skin everywhere. And in case you're wondering, the shade I am using is R370. And there is just this incredibly radiant look to the skin, and this is being filmed in 4K. So I haven't used a primer, anything like that. You absolutely can. You can pick a primer and use that and feel free. Now what I'm going to do is apply a little bit of concealer, a little bit of powder, and really go for a very, very, very natural effect. So I'm going to take the Ultra HD concealer in R32, and I'm going to apply a very small amount of this just on the real inner corners here, and a little bit on the outer corners of the eyes, because they tend to get a little bit discolored. And I'm just going to blend this with my finger to begin with. So I really want to brighten up just this inner corner and the outer corner, and then I'm going to blend it with a brush. So you can see I'm blending it, patting it, blending it with my finger. Then I'm just going to use the brush to kind of meld it and mold it into the skin. Because then I've got a little bit of the product still on the brush, and it just helps create a more natural effect. So I'm going to apply a tiny touch of cream blusher just to the face. So I'm going to take a cream blush. This colour here looks really nice. Just going to take it off on the back of my hand and apply it nice and high onto the cheekbones, and just blend it with my finger, because I want this to look natural, peachy. Tiny touch just here on the top of the forehead, and then really lightly just buffing over that with the brush. Now I'm going to take a really small amount of powder on one of my brushes, and I am literally just going to powder this T section of the face. So I'm powdering the entire eyelid, underneath, round the corners of the nose, and the chin. I'm going to let the rest of the face be exactly as it is. To further add to this look, and because this is a really amazing product and really water resistant as well, I'm going to be using the bronzer by Makeup Forever, and this is the Pro Fusion Bronze, and the shade is 35. I'm going to take my same brush, I'm just going to swirl that around the product, and this is a gel based product that then becomes a powder. So I'm literally just dusting the outside perimeter and the hairline, not trying to contour, just adding a really small amount of warmth, a little bit to the kind of bridge of the nose, just a small amount. Now to complete this look and really make it, really natural looking, I'm now going to add back some freckles just around the nose. This gives a really youthful kind of effect to the skin, and I think just suits this foundation perfectly. So I'm just going to take a pencil and I'm just dotting it around the bridge of the nose. Don't worry if you go too heavy, because we're going to blend it. So I kind of think that just here on the sides of the nose and the bridge look really kind of youthful. Then take your finger and just pat and blend them in. So you've got this smattering of freckles going on the face. And that is it. So all the information is in the description bar, so you can check it out, everything like that. Again, the fact that this is such an iconic foundation, the face and body, that has now been revamped, rejigged, with all the recent technology placed into here. You get 50 mils in each bottle, and it's going to last you a really long time, because approximately 2 pumps, maybe just slightly more, all over the face, depending on the coverage that you want, is going to give you this really beautiful, healthy look. This foundation is also suitable for all skin types because it's water-based, it is non-irritating, and it's just going to go on gorgeously. There you go. That's my thoughts. Let me know if you're excited about this, and any questions you need, pop them in the comment section below, and I look forward. And don't forget to thumbs up, because why not? And I will see you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Hello. So if you are looking for a video that will make you Instagram flawless, without the filter, without all that other jazz, then this is the video for you. This is the buffing technique video. And all you need to do is click my box and you can open it to a new video, or if you're watching on a mobile device, the link will be down there in the description bar. This video will teach you the buffing technique, which is a technique using powder to buff the skin within an inch of its life to absolute photographic perfection. You will not believe it until you try it. So click this video, click my box, or click the link in the description bar. Thanks so much, bye-bye.